Welcome back to DM SMP. So this week, my plan is really to see who's online, which seems a little silly, but I've noticed a trend whenever we as a community / group / people on this SMP talk about, hey, when are you free, when you're not free, or whatever, I've noticed that people tend to be free the weeks they say they're busy, and people tend to be busy the weeks they say that they're free. And not to blame anyone, it's just something I've noticed. And so I picked a weekend that most people said they were busy. I'm just going to hang out on the server. I'm going to see who actually shows up. I'm going to see if I can catch them in the act of taking care of themselves and doing what they want on weekends where they're probably stressed. So yeah, in the meanwhile, I'm going to work on some, just basic cleanup things, work on my base a little bit. There's a lot of things we still haven't done with the base. So we'll do that while we're waiting for people to come bother me. But hopefully they'll come bother me. I don't want to call this a house cleaning day because that's not what it is. It's just, a general, we've been slacking. We've been putting things off for a little too long. And maybe we should stop doing that. I also have a question for you guys. Do you like the middle, keyhole thing? I don't mind it, but I'm not sold on it, Maybe it's too big. Maybe it doesn't look good due to the angle I've built this at. And let's be real, the angle I've built this at, that's me saying, let's do everything diagonal. And I like diagonal things. I just think sometimes people need to tell me no. But then I'll laugh at them, going, don't you know who I am? And then they'll sigh, because they do know who I am. And they regret it every day. Ooh, and up here, what do we use for that? That's polished or smooth blackstone, I think. That might be hard to get in large quantities, but I kind of like it as the barrier between my door and the rest of reality. Because, hey, remember, this is supposed to be a door to the underworld. I'm supposed to be Hades. I'm not very good at that, but at the very least try. Beautiful. Okay, now we need to go on a journey and get some sort of dark material. His dark material? No. Well, maybe later. But we need something for the inside. We need something to make this feel like a stage door. I just realized I'm wearing a dingly dangly bracelet and it's making noise as I move my arm around when I talk. I'm gonna take that off. That's gonna get distracting. And the great journey to my chess monster was complete. Now, already, this middle one, I don't like it. I tested out the smooth blackstone, whatever I used up there. It's cool for up there, it's not cool for here. Now this, I don't mind it. I actually don't, because the thing with the concrete, first of all, I hate making concrete, but second of all, it has no texture. I've complained about this so many times. I need blocks with texture. And honestly, yeah, I think I can use blackstone. It's gonna be a pain in the butt, but I could do it. Is it gonna be too much? It'll be fine. Well, I can't do all the work and then doubt it. I need to decide. Do I like it? Polar bear. Sheep. Chicken. Do I like this? The chicken says no. The chicken might be right. Yeah, I'll figure something out. Maybe this is where I put tough. No. Well, no. I'll figure something out. So I'm trying out concrete powder for this next one. I've done a lot of it, so I think I like it. It does screw with the redstone plan I had, but I probably was never going to pull off the redstone plan, so I don't think that super matters. Hidden door or not, I think it's cute. I think I can live with this. I super don't know how to transition it into here, but we also don't know what the walls are gonna look like in here, because that's our next step, figuring this room out. I think I like this idea of the whatever it's gonna be more basalt, isn't it? Whatever basalt we use, just a little bit though. I don't think it's gonna work all the way up. That's too much. Now, this room is supposed to be our dark, dreary, reddish black room. But I like the little alcoves we have in the wall. I do. So we also got to transition the colors into that. The thing is, the layer above us is supposed to be gray. So if I do too much gray down here, we kind of lose the impact of that being the gray zone. So I do like the cave though. I like the feeling of the natural cave. We could use dripstone. I don't think I'm gonna love the texture of dripstone, but we could figure things out. I mean, we can easily start with just extending a few blocks up in a few places, maybe clearing out, just you know, just the simple things. Well, I still really love that view of the mistiness of the cave of the sun, but I did more of it. You see, here's the issue. The more I do of something, the less I like it. But I think that's just because I'm staring at it too much. I once again should walk away and go eat ice cream. Maybe it's just the fact that that area up there goes up too tall, but I really wanted to reach the Skulky thing, even though there's like maybe 4 blocks of purple up there. That's my blue and purple section. There's not many blue and purple blocks in the game, so it is what it is. I also need to either move the light sources or put more chests in this area. See, if I put more chests, it's going to end up looking like that, and then I'll never know where anything is. But I do kind of know where things are in that, so I don't know. I think I'm happy to sit with this. I'll get more basalt and do the other side, but for now, we need to talk about the next level, because, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? This is a hot mess. It needs to be cleaned up. I need to finish it, the ceiling, which I'm still not sold on, but I'm not sold on anything. I just want to sit here, look at my pretty art. But I need a frame to put my art in, because right now it's not that pretty. I don't even know what block I want to use. And I need to take out all this moss and turn it into the pale moss and... Oh, my gray area. Why are you so gray? And why is my bird dead? The things we ask ourselves. Well, this is not what I'm supposed to be working on. But Lost is finally on the wall. I'm not certain I love it, but I wasn't really certain how else to do it. Because I guess we're doing a glass theme. You know, this area was always meant to be like a pseudo study area with like music and a desk and meant to have like couches for like a lounge hangout. And so it still needs furniture, but we're getting the essential art pieces. This top tier. Every frat house needs Lost. Though I'm very short on like materials and whatnot. I didn't know what else to do with it. I think it's funny. Because it kind of looks like a face, but the second you know what it is, oh boy. And I just like, I don't know what to do for like the rest of this place. I seriously don't. I'm kind of giving up. I don't want to give up. I want this to be done and looking pretty and like feeling like I don't live in a hole anymore. I mean, I do, but it needs to be a cozy one. I'll come back to here. I'm not going to come back to you. I'm going to do it now. And I'm going to be very proud. I never did. Oh my God. It was meant to replace this all with basalt. And then I didn't. Well, that's all the basalt I have. Have I ever shown you guys my nether spawn? Technically speaking, I wasn't super supposed to have it because they're like, oh no, the nether is dangerous and leaving it open causes destruction. But like now y'all know that my presence is keeping hell at bay and all that main character nonsense. But yeah, we have a beautiful basalt delta, which I know a lot of people hate. I personally actually really kind of like basalt deltas, but that's just because I've been to Iceland and I super love like volcanic geology and volcanology and all that jazz. But the main thing I want to show off is that we have a warped forest right here. It's literally like the best bio in the game. We also have the pit and the way up to apparently my palace, which we still need to decorate my palace. And we definitely need to move that like stage there or whatever we had the party on. I think it would be neat, you know, if we are taking over the afterlife, and we are because that is our duty, we might as well make it fun. All right, so basalt has been claimed and basalt has been placed. I think this is good. Obviously, not complete. If we just cover this, okay, I want you to take your hand and cover the top half of the screen. I think I like it. I think it's good, but we gotta move on to the next level. Because if you look at the platform above me here, that's where I'm supposed to be living. and it's not ready yet. It's not ready to be lived in yet. So we're gonna do that next. You can kind of see I got some ideas down. I think I know the layout of what's gonna go on up here. Obviously, we gotta have a couch space up here. This is gonna be chill time. We're gonna have a little coffee table. My one concern is that, like, it bumps right up into the staircase. I did drop the music box here just because I'm thinking, like, oh, while you're sitting here, you want to turn around, you want to change the music. Also kind of works as, like, a good, you don't really want to, the table's so far away at this point. Like, you're gonna want to put something over here, like a glass or whatever. And then another side table, just for if this person has the same thought, even though the table's right in front of them. Could also have a nice little, like, spot to put things here. I like the view concept. Oh boy, do we need to do stuff with that wall. Over here, it's my study desk. I'm gonna sit. You gotta not stare at the view when you're trying to study. When you're trying to study, you gotta lock in. So this is gonna be my desk here. Originally, I had it scooted over a little bit. I was worried I was gonna block the lost art. And then I'm going to have a wardrobe here. Originally, I was gonna have the wardrobe closer to my bed, but then it felt like I was cutting off my bed a little too much. And this is gonna be, I guess, a grandfather clock. I don't super know, actually. And then I have these to represent nightstands. But now with this setup, the bed feels really small. So I might add, like, wool blocks here and push the bed out by one. Actually, I can go grab that. That's, like, such an easy thing to grab and test. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. That's weird. Feels weird breaking my spawn point. It's fine. Everything's fine. Spot, you're gonna need to scoot over just a little bit. Thank you very much. Okay. And now, how's that feel? Sure. Sure. We might need to put banners behind the bed to imply a headboard, but I like it sticking out just a little bit. Now I grabbed, where'd they go? I grabbed calcite and diorite just because we are sticking with the white and gray color theme over here, which is something we might need to improve on down below. Maybe calcite. Calcite's gonna be a pain in the butt to get. It might be worth it though. Maybe that's gonna be the wall detailing is calcite. We'll see. It's a very pretty block, but it's just a pain in the butt. It's just a pain in the butt. I'm not against using more of this pale oak. I just feel like we're using it for the floor and the everything else. You know, we gotta spice it up just a little bit. You like that? Maybe this needs to go over one more. Then I don't like it over here, which means now we can actually justify having another little side table. Maybe the side table goes here. Yeah. Actually, no. Hey, I'm sorry if I'm jumping around a lot right now. I'm thinking and I'm thinking and I'm thinking I'm wrong. Like, I think that's better. I really do. As much as we're doing, like, the white theme up here, if we're doing this block, it has kind of like a slightly pinkish bluish undertone. And I'm not gonna do pink in the kindest way possible. That is not my color. But do I hate it? But do I love it? If we put a lantern on here, is the purple just too much? Maybe this needs to be calcite, but then this side table can be like a terracotta block. I've already started placing decorative pieces. I came to, like, show off, like, oh, look what I've done. And I'm like, no, we need some candles. We need some carpets. I don't know what the desk is going to look like yet. I've been looking online. I haven't found an idea I love. I did find this closet idea. I've changed it up a little bit because I do want the white doors. Originally, I did it with spruce, like how it was originally shown. And it was just too much brown for this very pale oak area. So we have this. There is a light source back here that I've hidden. I tried to do that whole, like, stair slab trick where it's like not a full block will show a little bit of light. It's not working for some reason. I don't know. And I don't think this is looking like a grandfather clock. One, because I don't have a clock in. Two, because I don't have a bell in. But also, that'd be so annoying right next to the bed. So I don't know what this is. Maybe it's like a record player. Oh, I could get another record player and put it over here. That would be super cute. That would be super cute. But once I finish up the desk, we might have to call it for this week. I gave it like a whole extra day. This is like day 4. I'm supposed to be editing this video right now, and yet still no one has come to bother me. Maybe they were all busy after all. It's a busy time of year. I can't blame them. I'm just like, come hang out with me, my friends. Come hang out. Well, I did it. I'm not loving it, but I'm kind of at my wit's end about it. I was looking at all these designs online and none of them were quite right, and I think the chair is, I don't need a lounge chair to do my work. I just think it'd be cozy if I did. We have our quill, I guess, our pen and paper. I might switch this up. I'm not sold on it, but it's what we got so far. We have our comfy couch, and we have our carpet, and we have a bed and a closet and some unknown music device. Look, it's Pride Month. We're ready for you. When you want to be ready. But I guess this is the end. I've been recording since Thursday night. It's currently Tuesday night. I guess my friends were telling the truth when they said they were busy. We'll get around to doing the top 4 later. I'm gonna make someone do it with me. I just don't have plans for what's going on up here. I tried. I gave up. What are you gonna do about it? But, I mean, we got stuff done this week. It wasn't like we were just moping around waiting for people to show up and they never did. We did this. This has been on my list for quite a while, and you know what? I like it. We also can't forget the doorway that we did and the interior of the doorway. We're gonna need to do the floor, but like, it's finally enclosed. It finally looks decent, and I got rid of the extra tough. I mean, I'm not sold on this still, but you know, whatever. And eventually we'll get around to like connecting the sides up so they don't look ridiculous. I mean, they're pretty well covered by plants, but when you're just hanging out here, it's a little obvious I haven't done it yet. We'll put like a big stone tower or something. I don't know, make it dramatic. But yeah, I like that. And I think the emotional support animals like it too. Isn't that right, Polar Bear? Isn't that right? I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.